Hello there, this is Patricia from Peggy's World. Today I'm working on sketch number 12 from Kendra's Card Challenge 3, and this one has like wee banners hanging and they're on a tie. So inside you only get the one piece from your cuts, which was, well, it actually was a square and you cut your circle out of it. So I went ahead and cut my circle. This was the paper that I had cut from the originals. Today I'm going to use two stamp sets, one Happy Family for Happy Birthday and a May Punch and Stampin' Punch, a larger Dragonfly, but I'm using the small ones from the Punch for my banners, and I'm using the tailored tag punch to make the banners. So we'll get started here. Loads of mess around me again. So to start off, I want to put where the grey is, I want to put some paper, and I've went ahead and cut. I want to use the same paper butted right up to cover the whole card. So I'm going to stick that in place and then trim it down, and we'll see how that looks. I'm actually going to put the glue on my card this time, just because the paper's bigger and I don't want to get all messy on the scissors. So I thought it was nicer to match. I'm going for a more masculine theme, but yours depends on your colours. Just the brown led me to choose this way, so I want to trim this off, just using the card as my guide. So now I want to do my next layer, which would be the 5 1/4 by 4, and I have cut it out of this, it's like a wood grain. It's no longer available, unfortunately, but I have a packet of it there that I want to use up, and I think it ties in beautifully. So if you have it yourself, get it out and try it. It has a lovely wee side, like a sponged effect on the other side too. I didn't want to stick that on yet. I want to actually put, I have made my string, and I have put two eyelets, or two, what do you call those, brads, through a knotted either end of my string, measured what I needed, and I put these through, so they're going to stop it sliding through, but I want to put it in here. So I'm going to stick that to a piece of scrap and get that glue back off there. I nearly forgot to do this. Bit of a twit. Put that out of the way and just rub this as best I can so it's not sticky-ish and bent that up no ball. If you do that, run it through your embossing folder and it'll take the wrinkles out for you. So what we want to do is put our circle on first. If we stick it on, then we'll know where to put our string. Totally forgot that. Twit away. So I'm setting this sort of central on this so it looks okay. It's going to swish about anyway, isn't it? And then I can do my string. I'll get my pokey too, and we'll just pop a wee hole where we think the string is going to look good. Bear in mind that you need to allow a bit of space for your, where's my scoreboard, for your banners to hang down, so that you're not, too low. So I've cut these out. It says 3 1/4 inches wide by 1 1/4 inch drop. So I've done them a 2 1/2 inch drop because simply I want to fold them in half. So score at 1 1/4 and fold them in half, and do that for all of them. One quarter. 1 1/4. So I'm not gluing these together at this stage because I want them to loop over the top of the string, and then I might either let them sit out or I'll glue them closed. We'll see which way looks best. So if you put this one in the center of your string and use that as your guide as to where you want to put your, I'm just going to pop a hole here, and then I'll thread this through, and that'll keep one of us in the right position. So twist that, make sure you're happy with it before you pop the other one in. And again, just leave yourself enough of a loop and try and keep it kind of straight. Hope I've got that right. I'm kind of rushing. Should be fine, shouldn't it? You can glue it, or you can put a wee bow or whatever you fancy yourself. So now that I've that done, I'm happy to glue this to my card, even though it's all bent up like a twit. And make sure you've got the opening of your card the right way. Like I haven't done that before, huh? You can trim down your wee strings at the end. I just left myself enough to be able to work with it easy. So that is basically the main part of that sketch, as you can see. So now it's up to you to decorate. So with these here, I'm going to slide them in to the top of my, and they are shorter, so it can be tricky, and it's not going to work. Actually, the last ones I made longer. I don't think it is going to work. So I'm going to take my scissors and hope for the best. You can make a central point with your pencil first so that you get it good, not like that. I'm gonna cut myself another one because that's a bit of a twit move. So I'm back, fixed it, made another one. Cut your center point up and then cut your sides. Such a twit. And that gives you a nice even banner, like so. So do that for the three of them. I'm going to actually use that one so they're all basically the same. So I'll cut up to the center point. And my other one, cut up. And then just chop them off. It's hard to see in this paper, it's so light. So, now we need something to put on them. I'm going to slide them over, and I think actually they would be nicer closed. So at this stage I'll put a wee bit of this glue. Just do that with them all. Oops. If you have a banner day, you'd be set. I did used to have one, but I can't find it. So just wiggle them about till you're happy, and then you decorate them. Pretty neat for a manly card. So to keep that manly theme, oops, wrong one. Where are you? This one, I'm actually going to punch out in the same paper again the small dragonfly from this one. There is no stamp for it. There is a stamp for the large one. I'm not going to waste that. I'll punch them out. And they will sit on there. Or I might go white. If I don't like these, I will go white. So I'm just going to do the 3. Just keep them all the same. And I thought for the last one I would put a large one down in this corner, but I'm really not sure, but we'll go with the flow and see what happens. Just going in with the cinnamon cider, which matches all this. I'm just not sure what's going to look like on white paper. That is the thing. But we'll give it a go. I think it's going to be too white. I'm actually going to try and stamp it onto a piece of this and maybe flip it over to the other side and use that pattern, just so it's slightly different. I had no 3D ones made using this. Now just be careful. This is you could actually emboss. In fact, I might just emboss it so that it dries completely. And hope it works. Just warming this up a bit. This old clap-trapped out one. This paper is thinner than card, just bear that in mind. Come on. There it goes. Just don't overdo it. Give it a wee shake. And we'll punch that out and see how it looks. I think that ties in much better with the sort of rustic look, you know. Curl them under. And then bend them up. So, not sure where to put this at all. I might actually go in with a sentiment, or mightn't use it at all. I'm going to punch another wee brown one, a small one. And see how that looks. Struggling here, aren't I? But this is what happens when you're doing sketches. Sometimes it goes so perfectly for the other times it doesn't. What do you think? I'm going to put them on, and then I'm going to add some bits of bling or something to it to liven it up a bit. It's just a bit. Let that one go. Just keep your wings up. Just put the glue on the base of it. His body, I mean. So we'll have that one maybe somewhere else. I'm thinking about this one. I wished I had have embossed that now. I'm not happy with it being so plain. But I'm going to do a sentiment now, and I've chosen Happy Birthday. And again, I'm going to put it onto the fancy paper. And then I'm going to punch it out with one of my punches, but I might have to emboss it. And just maybe try drawing it with this just. And I have this old punch. I think I just retired this year, which is a shame because it's a brilliant punch to keep you straight for your sentiments. And this will sit in here. Whoops, not upside down preferably. And then we'll bling it. What do you think? Kind of getting there, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about this one. I think it's the colours. Maybe the colours are just too blah. Right, with some cinnamon could have there. And then I'm going to go with the gold. We'll try and make this work. Don't give up easy. So we'll give these bodies, maybe 2 of these will be very generous. Oops. Sticky fingers. So that's nearly lifting it a bit. Sorry, I got a phone call there I had to answer. I had no choice. So, how do we look at this card? I have now raised this up on a dimensional, so I'm going to do the same with those. I've put dimensionals on the back of my sentiment, so I'm going to pop those in place. If I can keep it straight. And what else do I need? Oh yes, I found these. So I'm going to put the cinnamon ones in the corner, and that'll maybe break up that plainness. I'm just mad at myself for not embossing. I usually emboss, but because it had that like wood grain effect, I thought it was okay, but maybe it's just me. But you live and learn, don't you? So we'll pop 4 of those on there, the matching colour, cinnamon cider. And with 2 of these to raise up. So if you get your, where are you, dimensionals, and just stick your pokey tool into one side of it, peel off your top, come on, stay there, and then just slip that in, pop it on the back, glue, and then take your time and set that down. Make sure you're happy where it's going, and that covers that. And I think they're just nicer raised off. I'm beginning to like this sketch now that I've had a bit of time to think. So what do you think? I don't think I need anything down here at all. It's too plastery, too big. We could use that on the insert on the inside whenever we're doing it. Maybe sitting big one on your wording. That'd be nice, yeah. So I'll keep that in there and then I'll know to use it. And that is me finished with number 12. Hope I haven't wore you out. But it's good to see somebody else's take on it, and then you know what not to do, or maybe go with a different idea. But either way, that's another manly card, which I'm pretty happy about. So that's me. I'll catch us all again later. Remember, every link that you need to Kendra is down below this channel. All the clickable links are there if you need to go and download your sketches and whatever. And all the links to Facebook and whatever, and everything that I've used. There's a link to my blog, and I'll have all the details and links, clickable links there. So, catch us all again later. Bye.